Alright guys, this video is actually for my clients, but all the more important for you braid schoolers. So if you want to see what a healthy takedown for faux locks looks like, make sure you stay tuned. So we'll be taking down my baby girl Brianna's soft locks today. Here's a look at what they look like on day one, and here we are at about 2.5 months later. Many of you who follow us know she's been rocking locks consistently for about 2 years because not only does she like the look, but it's easy for her to maintain and style as a 12-year-old. She has a whole lot of thick hair, so it saves mom a whole lot of time also. Our typical routine is after each install, we do a retouch around 6 weeks, and we do a full takedown at 3 months. We deep condition and rock a natural style for a week or two, then reinstall a new set. This go around, we didn't do a retouch because y'all know time gets away from us, but nevertheless, this is what her new growth looks like at the 2.5 month mark. Her look also looks a little bit older, faster than normal because when we did this set, it was around the time school started, and then she started cheerleading and she was practicing daily. So yeah, that accelerated the natural progression of the look. In today's video, I'm not only going to show you how to safely remove your locks, but also how to properly detangle and remove buildup from your natural hair. So even if you don't have locks, this will also be helpful for anyone removing a protective style of any kind. So if you guys caught my IG live a couple of weeks ago when I was reinstalling some locks on her, I explained that the technique that I use on her, because her hair is so long, is the fold over method. And I also skip wrap with her hair with the wrapping hair. Skip wrapping reduces the amount of hair I need to use on her locks to keep them from looking super bulky, and it also gets her hair a lot tighter because it is so thick. When it gets wet, it swells up. As far as the fold over method goes, I use this method for anyone who has long hair. If you have thin hair or short hair, your locks are likely installed directly at the root. So it's pretty much the same concept. Everything is wrapped together. However, if you have thin hair or short hair, your locks are going to be at the root and not towards the middle of the hair shaft. I already have a video going over different install techniques for locks, but I'm going to do an updated one that specifically talks about the different techniques and why they are used the way that they are for different hair types. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash your notification bell, because I've been receiving a lot of complaints that people are not being notified when my videos are being uploaded, and we all know that you know how these algorithms work, especially for our demographics. So just make sure that you're hitting that notification bell so that you're notified when uploads go up. Typically Braid School goes up on Mondays. So yeah, if you want to see how that goes, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Anyways, back to the video. If you are a client of mine, 99% of the time I use the fold over method. If you have thin or short hair, you're likely gonna have your lock installed at the root. Either way, it's all the same takedown process. You're simply going to unwrap in the opposite direction, which means unwrap to the left because we always wrap to the right. You're going to loosen up the wrapping hair and expose your braid and pull the two apart. Once you get everything separated with your braid and the wrapping hair and the lock, you can cut the lock and the wrapping hair off. And then you just pull everything down, and then your braid is exposed, and then you can unravel your braid from there. And before I get into the detailed portion of this takedown, I want to remind those of you who are thinking about getting protective styles like this to plan accordingly. I know takedown factors into my planning when choosing my next protective style. So if I choose something like this, I will plan the takedown between 2 days, where I might take the locks off one day and then take the braids down another day. Or I might just take the middle portion down, wear it up in a bun for a day or two, then take the perimeter down a few days later. If you feel like the takedown is just too much for you, phone in a friend, have a girls' night in, takedown party or something. Anything to reduce your stress, because it can be stressful because we're so impatient sometimes. or just simply ask your stylist to schedule you for a takedown before you book your initial appointment or leave that initial appointment. Trust me, thinking these things through will save you a lot of time and stress in the long run. So let's get into taking down one of these locks. I'm simply going to take one of the locks and go in and start unwrapping it to the left. Because we wrap to the right, we're going to wrap to the opposite direction to loosen everything up. Once I've identified where the wrapping hair is, I'm going to separate it using my finger. Then I'm going to go in with my small scissors to cut it loose. And you'll see with that one cut, everything becomes a lot looser, and I can now go in and expose my natural hair. If I'm met with any resistance, I go back in and snip another piece of the wrapping hair where it's not coming loose. I like to use small scissors because the precision prevents me from accidentally cutting myself or any other hair for that matter. You can find scissors like these in the sewing sections of most stores. I get mine from the beauty supply store in the nail section, or you can order a pair off of Amazon. I'll see if I can leave a link to one in the description box below. Once everything gets separated, I'm going to start tugging on the bottom of the lock, and it's going to start loosening things up a bit more. Once I start tugging, then I'm going to start pulling the braid in the upward direction, and then it's going to pop right out. Once the lock is completely removed, sometimes you'll have like a small bit of wrapping hair at the root. Usually I can just pull and tug on that with my fingers and it'll come right out. Now that I have the lock out, I'm going to start unraveling the braid, and I'm just going to use the tail end of my rat comb to assist me with that. Now that everything is unraveled, you can see a huge section of buildup. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just pull her hair horizontally to loosen up that buildup. Now here's where things can go wrong if not done with care. Instead of going in with water or conditioner, I'm going to add oil to her hair to help loosen up the buildup. You can use any oil you want. I'm going in with the Braided Beauty Collection Hair Growth Oil, which is now available for sale, so make sure you check the description box below so you can pick up your own. This oil can be used for so many things. Not only does it help with itchy scalp and hair growth, it acts as a great sealant for your strands to keep your hair moisturized and locked in. All important things for healthy growth and retention. The primary reason for going with an oil first is because if I go in with water or conditioner, we all know what happens to natural hair when it comes into contact with water. It's going to revert. Her hair is going to begin reverting immediately, and the reversion will make detangling much more difficult. So going in with an oil first gives you plenty of slip to slide the buildup out, and also acts as a pre-poo before you begin your wash. Now that we've got the buildup released, now it's time for the conditioner and water. Any conditioner will do. The name of the game is to add moisture back to the hair. I like to use 1 part conditioner to 3 parts water in a bottle. Then I'm going to detangle with a Demon brush or any specialty detangling brush from tip to root. Never detangle from root to tip. It can be painful and you will definitely pull out more hair than you would like. So that completes this tutorial, you guys. Any products used will be linked in the description box below. Make sure you check that out. If you aren't already a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you are notified of our uploads. As always, if you found this helpful, make sure you thumbs it up and tell a friend, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!